What's up guys, Reagan here, back with another review, and today I am taking a look at set 40591. This is the Death Star 2. This was a gift with purchase back in May of 2023. You had to spend $150 or more during that promotional period, and you would get this on LEGO Star Wars stuff, and you would get this gift with a purchase. LEGO had it valued at like $25, and nowadays, if you want it, you're paying 60, 70 bucks. I found it at my local resale LEGO store for 50 bucks, and with the new giant LEGO Death Star just being unveiled and reviewed by all the land reviewers and all the different things, I figured I'd take a look at this one. This is actually one of only two fully paneled display type Death Stars LEGO has ever made, which is really sad. But we're not going to dwell on that too much. We're just going to take a look at the set. It's a very small box. You can see it's not huge. It's very promotional. I do feel like the black box art actually looks really good for this one with the red glow. I feel like this is like black box art working for me. It's got all your different, info, Star Wars logo, the most common piece in the set, I think. And then on the side, just different names. The other side, a render, which I don't think looks particularly good. And then on the back, you have the set from the back and one image of the Death Star 2 and its dimensions. And honestly, I love this box. I feel like if we had a giant LEGO UCS Death Star 2 or Death Star 1 that wasn't, the new giant diorama set, this would be pretty close to how the box art look. I really like how this comes together. It's a really good looking box. So yeah, I'm excited to crack into this one and take a look at what's inside. So down at the bottom of the box, we of course have a thumb tab, but I'm not going to use that. I'm going to slice into it, dump all the parts back to the other side, and yeah, let's crack this bad boy open. I could get it underneath the thing and cut the glue seals. This pop. Oh, this is not. Okay, this is not. I'm gonna have to use the thumb tab. Well, sorry about that. Just push down in here. Yeah, the way this came together was not the same way most normal boxes do. So yeah, there's a thumb tab. Pulling this down, getting this reset up and everything. Get this connected, push back up. All right, so here we have our content. We have bag number 1, bag number 2, another bag number 2, and another bag number 1. Yeah. Only close to 300 pieces here. I don't know why they did it separate like this, but they did. And then here's your little instruction manual. This was right when they were starting to do the white ones, and this at least is the same picture as on the box. It's not like a terrible render, but I don't know. Just either do the box art or maybe even do something cool. Have this over Endor or something. And it does not look like we have an 18+ write-up, which I think is really unfortunate. This is a really neat little gift with purchase, and I feel like some little spiel about the Death Star 2 would have been cool. But no, just simple building instructions with nothing special at the back either. Oh, wait, hold on. Ah, there we go. January 2023 sets. The Bomber, the Slave 1 Microfighter, and the Battle Pack. Heck of a LEGO wave. Alright, well, nothing crazy for this. I'm going to get the set built, and then we'll take a look at it. Alright, I have the build done here, and I gotta start off by saying that this is such a cool little gift with purchase set. Out of all the different buildable GWPs they've done, like the lightsabers and the little dioramas before we had dioramas, and the droid carrier and everything, this is probably my favorite. This is so cool. I wish LEGO would release one of these on its own, maybe a little bit bigger for the mini scale line or something. But yeah, I just think this comes together really well. The building process is nice. It's actually a little bit more complex than you would think. It's only 289 pieces, but it comes together pretty well, and the process is a little complicated, a little repetitive too with these panels, but nothing crazy. As for features, there's not a whole lot to talk about feature-wise. Starting down at the base, it's a pretty sturdy base. It's it's think and wobble. It's really not going anywhere. You do have this 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi brick. Some people are mad this wasn't a minifigure, but I don't know. I think it looks good either way. Honestly, I kind of wish there was an option just to have it just beat the Death Star. I think that's a little bit cooler, but you do have the ability to put the brick on, and then you can spin it all the way around, which I think looks really good too. And then as for the Death Star itself, you can see the center ridge is the same building technique all the way around, those curved panels. They don't make a perfect circle, but they do make a good enough circle, I think. And of course, on one side, we just have these panels, which I think are really good looking. They can clip in and hinge out, and so they attach at the angle. But there is actually this one up here that if you lower it, you can lower these, get more light in. You can see Luke, Darth Vader, and up there the Emperor. That's such a cool little Easter egg. I love that. I love the mini scale sets do that. And this is very cool that it did that as part of that. Like, that was such an unnecessary but such a ridiculously cool detail. I love that. As for the exposed and unfinished side of the Death Star, I think they got it knocked out of the park, honestly. This has so much dense mechanical and construction-based detail. You've got all these different hose pieces that stick out. It looks like piping and framework. It is mirrored from top to bottom, but I think it's varied enough that it looks really good and very intentionally messy. They do also have this bar, which is like an iconic bit of the Death Star 2. If you take a look, you can see it hanging down right there. That's just a huge part of the Death Star 2 shape, in my opinion, is that that coming part. I would say the only missing part is there's supposed to be a cutout going through this part, but it's a tiny little 300 piece GWP. It's not the end of the world. Finally, we do have the laser, and while this was contentious back in the day, a couple years removed, I gotta say it looks really good. I like it. The use of the grass piece as the points for it, even though it's solid green and the different ends aren't the same length, I still think that's a fantastic piece usage, and just all in all, just looks really good, I think, and brings the shaping together. As for the other different greens, I think they all mesh well. I just don't like the lime green. I wish it had been a translucent green. But other than that, the laser does look really good. It sticks out really far. It's an iconic look for the Death Star. I mean, if you did want, you could just take it off, but that looks way worse, so why not just put this back on? And yeah, you have your Death Star laser back on. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. It's a really, really cool little gift with purchase. This is my second time owning it, and I think it's just such a cool set. I love it. It's really a shame that this is the one of only 2 fully built Lego panel Death Star sets ever. Come on, that just should not be the case. The new $1,000 Death Star set should have been a sphere. But yeah, this is awesome. I think if you can find a good deal on it, like I did, like $50 or I don't know, less than that, or you can just part it out. That might be worth it. You can forget the brick and you can just part the rest of us out for what, probably like 20 or $30. I think that would work just as well. But yeah, thanks for checking out my review on the Death Star 2 gift with purchase set from a couple years ago. And look for more Death Star related Lego set reviews in the future, as I've got a few more of those up my sleeve.